Well, it's 2:20 in the morning. It's on I guess Monday, the 11th, I think, of August, and can't sleep. It's really muggy, and I'm waiting for a whole bunch of rain to come. I had to move over to a covered area here in Jersey Mike's. I also need to trim my beard, so I'm going to try to do that here. There's all the controls out of the way. It's weird. The video is backwards. That's really all I can do here very easily. Maybe not. I did bring an actual mirror. Booby trap my bag. I'm digging it out. It's weird having the video reversed because it's not like a mirror, it's like a video. I'll just wait till I can get to a real mirror, finish that. I'm sitting here waiting for the rain. It's waiting for the rain, and it's hot, it's muggy, so I can't sleep. I had to move over here to Food Line and Jersey Mike's and a few other things on the strip mall so I could get cover to opposed to sleeping out in the open, which is what I do mostly. But I'm hungry, so I don't really have anything to eat right now until tomorrow, because I'm out of my food stamps, and I have no money, and my cell phone's cut off, and I need to I'm trying to sell stuff to get that back on. That's fun. Thanks, family. They don't give a shit. You know, I'm not paranoid, but I do kind of look around when I'm out here by myself like this. I know, yeah, I go to sleep, but what I do also, I booby trap my stuff by tying, running this rope through all my zippers, tie them tight together. I just had a hard time getting them open. And then I usually tie the end of the rope to something that if somebody grabs the whole thing, it wakes me up, and or I'll tie it to, like, wrap it around my arm or something. Back hurts too. Had to walk 4 ways today. I missed the. I was trying to get Wi-Fi, of course, and it was raining all day, on and off. But I wanted to get Wi-Fi, and I wanted to stay cool and dry. So I bought an all-day bus pass and took it to the mall. A couple of connections, or one connection, I guess, to get to the mall. And I was on Wi-Fi there, typing a letter to my sister-in-law, the former wife of my brother who committed suicide. Successfully this time, of course, because he tried a number of times before and got bailed out. A number of times. They were kind of like hidden to me, because my family is a bunch of dicks. I don't care about the money. I just care about the fact that something like that was hidden, because it was gambling addiction and blah blah blah. And he claims it was due to being molested by my other brother, by his whole childhood, his best buddy. There was some stuff that got said that makes me know that there's no way in hell. I'm not doubting something happened, because the other brother's a narcissist. Just like our mother, just like the one he claims to be whenever he needs to get vindictive or spiteful. These are words that came out of his. I can be just like her. I can be vengeful and spiteful just like her. So I know the tricks she pulls. Well, he does, because he's a narcissist. That's the feud between younger brother narcissist and older mother narcissist that I kind of always figured Steve was some sort of narcissist. But as far as Nancy goes, I just thought she was kind of dumb, unworldly, stupid small town New Jersey hick, sort of like wants everything to be sock cop in the 50s or something. That sock cop life in the 50s. She has no idea, or at least she doesn't profess, The 50s were not like she thinks they were, or not like she professes or remembers they were. They weren't all, soda fountain, benches and all that kind of stuff. Hell, they made Grease for it. There's a whole musical made about how, there's another side to that whole thing. And then you listen to my father's side of things, and, he was a hellion when he was younger. A great man, turned into a great father. I miss a lot. I think this would happen if he was here. Kicked your father's ass, basically, to make sure that none of this happened. But he's not. She's running the show, so it's all about her. It's always been all about her. You think back to the way he used to just kiss her ass. He'd crawl from his little blanket on before he called, give him a little peck on the cheek or whatever. Whatever. She's just like Trump. All you gotta do is tweak her ego just a little bit, and that satisfies her for the night. It's weird as, I know Dad had the kids that he always wanted, and he was the father he wanted to be. You gotta give it to the man. He's just like, I probably would have done if I had kids. I would have just like sucked it up and stuck it out. And he suffered. He paid the price. He paid a lot of prices for that. He paid a lot of sacrifices for that. My mother didn't pay shit. She's had everything handed to her. She's worked a little bit. She's worked a little bit, but so does everybody. Raising kids, being a housewife is a stay-at-home mother is the hardest job you'll ever. Everything with a narcissist is the hardest job you'll ever do, or it's too hard to do. We've never had the chance. I never had the chance that you guys have. It's just bitch, whiny bitch. Poor Nancy. That's her old last name. Poor Nancy. Poor common Nancy. Well, but yeah. So now, because of them, because of cops, my brother and his brethren, fucking with my head so badly, lying up is down, black is white, just right to your face when you're looking at the black and white. And the loss is this, and he did this. How can well, you prosecuted a guy for like way less than that, and you put it on their website as being so important. Prosecutors, they're like for justice, and they rightfully talking about witness tampering. My brother puts it all in writing and puts the reasons for it to save his job. And over and over again, he did it to me and Steve, and in writing, and specifically illegal federally and state levels. And there's no crime. There's no crime. There's been no violation of any New Jersey criminal statute. Said the prosecutors, only to the cops. They sent me a different one. I had to get that through their open records thing. Yeah. But here I am, the supposed, fucked up one in the head. Well, I was for a while. That's what caused me to be like this. I was stuck. When somebody gaslights you, when a group of people gaslight you for years, literally several years, you question everything. You question your sanity, even though you know it, that you're sane, which makes it even more cruel. When you know you're sane and you're questioning it constantly, it's not. And then you start questioning. Well, other people think you're insane. So why is anyone ever going to give you a chance? Why? How are you going How are you going to go accomplish things when nobody gives you a chance? Nobody would take the time to understand anything. None of my supposed friends would take the time to understand anything. So I was stuck. I was stuck until somebody finally did, just before I became homeless, just before I had to leave my house. Somebody finally stuck through it. He almost didn't make it, but he was listening. He heard a lot of the story, and I said, well, let's let the cops talk. Let's play some of the video of me interrogating the cops is what the interviews came down to. They thought they were